The first batch of songs I got, I was like, this album is gonna rule. It's awesome. With Disarm, it was a comeback record, but it was also written musically before I rejoined. So it wasn't written for my voice, it wasn't written for me. So to have a record musically written for me with my voice in mind was awesome, such an honor. So that immediately just kicked me into high gear and got me excited for the record. But everyone contributes. It's cool. It's a democracy. We all kind of pitch in musically, minus me because I don't have the skill to play like that. And then we just decide what feels good and what doesn't. I think for me, I just really wanted to write from my soul. I wanted the lyrics to reflect who I am and, the way I look at the world. And when I was writing the lyrics for this one particular song, it just kind of hit me that I wasn't speaking from truth. I wasn't being as honest as I could be. I didn't have the language I wanted to have. So I took a few weeks off and did some soul searching and basically found the words, and it actually kind of changed me. No joke, this album changed me. I left this recording process a slightly different person, for sure. I was hearing ideas in my head and they weren't coming out of me how I wanted for them to sound. So I had to work on it a bit. So that definitely was a conscious thing in the long run, but I think initially I just wanted to create good songs, do what I thought was best vocally for specific parts. And it just happened to be, some of the highest stuff I've sang in my register, and I think some of the most soulful stuff I've done. If it's real art, if you put passion into what you do, it should be difficult. And I wanted to challenge myself not only vocally, but mentally, to write stuff that I've never written before. So yeah, it should be hard. If you're doing it right, there's pain involved, I think. You know what I mean? Especially with a metal album. You gotta have some pain in there, man. He should get a ton of credit for this record because of all the stuff he did. 14-hour days, even days when I wasn't singing, where I would be at the studio just working and saving my voice. I would watch him, and he'd start at 9 in the morning and end at 11 at night, just nonstop working, tweaking things. He's a great producer. He's amazing, but he's definitely insane. He really, really cares to a degree of pain. And once again, there's that word pain. He painfully worked on this record, but it sounds to me, I think it sounds amazing because of him. We want to have people that we don't mind hanging out with and being around. And then of course, you don't want anything to be too musically obscure. But I think we're able to tour with bands, from punk bands to metal bands to hardcore bands to rock bands. We kind of fit in all those categories. So for us, it's fairly easy to choose bands. If we dig them, if they're decent people, then we take a vote and then that's it. It's fairly easy to pick bands to tour with, and we love those guys. We've toured with Memphis Mayfire before, and we're like brothers with 36 Crazy Fists, so it's gonna be a good time. We went through a couple major depressions and crises in my life that have taught me a lot. And I'm a completely different person than who I was back then, thankfully so. I look back at myself back then and I'm like, can I swear on this? I was like, I'm such a bitch back then. I seriously was, man. And now I've got my confidence intact. I know who I am. I know who I am as a singer. And my relationship with the band is better than it's ever been. So worlds apart, different. And those issues don't affect me anymore. Of course, I miss my wife and my family, but I love the road so much. I need both. I need a balance of both. If I'm off tour for too long, I get crazy. And if I'm on tour for too long, I get crazy. So there's a sweet spot of touring for a month and a week, and then being home for a few weeks, and then getting out to tour again. Yeah, I'm addicted to the lifestyle now. I love it. It's a part of me. What's up, good people? This is Jesse Leach. Don't forget to subscribe to Louder Noise, the loudest noise on earth.